Get your official Toshi merch, join my private network, and check out my courses linked in the description and bio. All right, y'all, so it's been a minute and we are back with another Toshi video, man. In this one, we're gonna be talking about something very interesting. It's always something going on. The entire markets have been up and down. A lot has been happening right now, and there's a lot of uncertainty and it's a lot of doubt and fear in the markets right now because a lot of people sometimes can't take a step back because there's money involved in this. When people start to see their money go down, people get fearful, people get scared, they want to pull out, throw everything away, and all logic goes out of the window because most people can't stay calm when they're actually losing money. Like it's a very difficult game to be in, and this is not something that everyone should be a part of, truthfully. When it comes down to investing, a lot of people don't actually follow best practices. What they'll do is they'll put rent money in, they'll put everything in and hope to get some big explosion before some big bill is due. And then they have to run back and start pulling stuff out when things look dangerous because they're not putting in money that they can afford to lose. Meanwhile, if they were planning to take a vacation and they accepted the fact, you know what, I'm not gonna take that vacation, I'm gonna take that $3,000 I was gonna spend on vacation, let me buy some Toshi, let me hold it, and I'm gonna just put that away, and whatever happens to it, happens to it. Most people who are investing with that type of mindset would be a lot less stressed, and they still run the risk of getting the potential gains that's going to come in the future from just holding, and there's not all the stress and drama and theatrics that goes on with people who are actually out here improperly investing because they're trying to go hard as if there's some Warren Buffett when really they don't have the heart to actually do these things or the knowledge, wisdom, or anything else to make logical investment decisions. So that being said, it is a lot of that, a lot of uneducated people in this community. It's just a casino. People are out here using this as a casino, so they don't know what they're doing, but truthfully, it is very much more beneficial for those of us who do. So this is where the opportunity lies. Honestly, listen, your boy wants some gains too. I know it's been like, we're in the middle of a bull run right now, but this has been very, very red. It's been a very bloody bull run right now. But when I saw this on Toshi, it's like the first time I done checked after a long time, and I'm seeing this. Look at this. We have significantly more sales than we have buys. We have more sale volume. Like, look at this, $52,000 in sale volume versus only 4,000 buying. This tells you the sentiment. This tells you how people are feeling. People aren't feeling too hot when it comes to Toshi right now. People aren't, like the holders and people, well, I don't know about the OG holders, but a lot of the newer people who were in here for who knows how long, people are starting to have doubts. People are starting to question if Toshi is a thing. And obviously you have other communities fueling this. But let's actually dive into that but before we actually do dive into some of the stuff we're going to be talking about in this video, I want to ask you all, has anything changed? Is Coinbase is Coinbase's baby? Is Coinbase in a better or worse position than when the year started? Anybody who's been following the news updates, seeing all the regulations and things like that, you would know that Coinbase is in a better position than when the year started. Coinbase is making a lot more progress than when the year started. So why would Coinbase's platform be performing worse? It always reminds me of that time when I think it was Amazon. Jeff Bezos always explains, I've said this a few times, Jeff Bezos explains how, our Amazon stock was down and we were profitable. We were doing very, very well as a business, but it was just this year that our stock was down. And it's like, it was a very, very obvious opportunity that the people who were buying that stock when it was down was going to make a lot of money because Amazon started going crazy after that weird moment where things was only going good for Amazon, but the stock was down in the mud. And that's essentially what's going on with a lot of cryptos. It's a lot of manipulation right now because we're having extended lows thanks to the fact that they're onboarding all the different states, all the different countries. A lot of people are onboarding into crypto right now, a lot of whales and rich people, and it's leaving the poor people scared because you're being told, oh, this is gonna blow up, this is gonna be some big opportunity, but then you're only seeing it go down. So it's so much fear, uncertainty, and doubt, but the rich people can afford to put millions in and just hold and wait and sit and chill because they actually understand what they're investing in. But, and then we see that a lot of these people are, when you do the math on how much BlackRock, how much Bitcoin, Ethereum, and stuff like that, BlackRock, Trump, all of these billionaires have been buying. Look at how much how much Bitcoin and stuff these people are buying, and factor in and think about the fact that it's not moving. The asset is not moving at all, and these companies and people are buying tons of it. It's very clear that manipulation is going on to keep the prices down, because they want the prices to stay low long enough for the people that they want to have the power to buy up as much as they can. This game is not meant for us to win. So if you keep maneuvering as if it's supposed to be fair for you, when you put your money in, you're instantly going to see a fruitful return from that investment. This game is not meant for you to put your money in and change your life. It's meant for you to put your money in, get wrecked, take your money out, then you see the markets blow up, you put your money back in to help it blow up even more. For those of us smart enough to hold, and those other people holding, like the millionaires and billionaires and people who are in early, this game is meant for them. This game is meant for them to win, not for us to win. So that's what you have to keep in mind. But I don't really factor myself in with the people who aren't going to win, because the truth is we just think completely different. I start developing a mindset to think like the rich long ago. That's what you have to do. You cannot think like your current level in life, because if you think at your current level in life, that is exactly why you're at your current level. You have to think like the rich people. Do you think that they're thirsty and scared every time a Toshi price fluctuates? No, like anybody with money would not be scared of that. Like what is so scary? The platform as a whole is still positioned to do the most. What else could potentially onboard as many people into crypto as Base and Coinbase is positioned to do? What can onboard to the extent that Coinbase could? Like just off the top of your head, like what could possibly convert regular people into crypto faster than something from Coinbase? And that's it's basic common sense things where you gain conviction, because realistically, if you understand why crypto is the future and that is not debatable, then you understand that something is going to have to onboard the masses. When you understand that that's something that's easily positioned to do that is Coinbase, and the tool that they're swearing that they're going to use to do it is Base, what are we talking about? Like where's the fear coming from? Just because they're not in any rush to promote Base or push Base right now, it means that they never will. No, they're building right now. They have made it very, very clear that they're looking for builders, and they are currently building. It's all about building. And a lot of people, just stay stuck in their head when it comes to that. But we're gonna go over a little bit more. I want you all to see some things that's happening right now. Look at the fear and FUD getting spread about Toshi at this point in time.
I sold all of my Toshi and rotated it all into Brett.
So he said he sold all of his Toshi and rotated it into Brett. This is constant marketing. This is a consistent theme that goes on with marketing from the Brett community. They always swear they sell their Toshi and put it into Brett. But listen to the logic and reason. Hopefully you all can hear it. I think this video is kind of low, so you might not be able to hear it, but I'll reiterate the nonsense that's being said.
And there's a very simple reason for that. Toshi already has a Coinbase listing.
So he said he sold because Toshi already has a Coinbase listing.
It was listed on Coinbase many months ago, and still today, if we take a look at the price, it's still lower than Brett.
Okay, so he's running the narrative that the Toshi Coinbase listing is the catalyst. That is the catalyst that makes Toshi special, and they already had that catalyst. So now it's Brett's turn to get it. There's no guarantee that Brett's going to get a Coinbase listing. There's no guarantee that anything is going to get a Coinbase listing. What you have to understand is now that there is regulatory clarity around certain things, and there's more happening every single day, it's not as easy to get a Coinbase listing as maybe it was even at the beginning of the year. It's not. The Coinbase listings are going to get progressively more difficult to get. It means something to have a Coinbase listing. So just assuming that Brett is going to have a turn, first off, that's crazy nonsense. Also, historically, when things tend to blow up and go parabolic, when it comes down to when that actually happens, retail and institutions and things like that, they have to have time to buy in so that they can, profit from this. So more than likely, these companies and these people buy in after an official listing. People with real money are not buying before it's listed on big exchanges. When it gets listed on exchanges is when the show starts. So that first initial catalyst after it gets listed, yes, that is a catalyst for explosion. But after that catalyst happened, it usually goes down. It trades sideways, up and down action and things like that. And then the real explosion comes. And that is when it happens. So Brett has never, it's not listed. Like nobody, no whales or nobody with real power, money or anything can actually be accumulating Brett right now. I mean, in the conversation, what are we actually talking about? Nobody, no significant players are going to be putting money into Brett right now. If it's not listed on an exchange, it's not going to be a Doge. It's not going to be a Shiba. It's not going to be any of these other things because it does like the platforms people are using and trust you can't buy Brett on there. Like the people that we want to be holding it to really get parabolic movement can't even hold Brett. So they like to push this narrative that, oh, the explosion happens because Coinbase is the catalyst, but Coinbase has already happened, so Toshi is done. When in reality, when Dogecoin, Shiba, all of their explosions happened with a significant amount of time after the Coinbase listings. It happened after the listings. So they're making this backwards argument where, oh, if it's listed, that's a bad thing. When historically, the things that has blown up have been listed. The things that don't blow up are the things that's not listed. So they've got people's minds twisted and mixed up. And what you have to understand about a cabal is that these guys come in, if 100 guys get together and put a certain amount of money together, they can keep a price afloat. They use the narrative that, oh, Brett has the highest market cap. You realize Brett has the highest team of influencers out of any project on Base. The highest team of collaborating influencers with money, power, and success out of everything else. I mean, influencers in crypto. So these guys can get together and push whatever narrative they want to. But that doesn't mean institutions are gonna fall for that. Because you realize institutions aren't stupid. So why would an institution back something with a bunch of social media influencers? They're gonna make these influencers rich. They already know the game. They know what these influencers is doing. The only thing the influencers can hope to do is trick retail, because they're not gonna trick anybody with real money. You're not getting some billionaire to jump into Brett because a bunch of, like, come on now, you think this billionaire is just gonna give these guys his money? No chance. They're hoping, the play here is they're hoping that retail is stupid enough to do this, because no billionaire, millionaire, or anybody with sense is going to fall for it. I'm just being honest with you. The strategy is strong against the ignorant. That's it. The more educated you become, the less what Brett does actually works. It's the reason that they can't keep Toshi's name out of their mouth. You don't have to say, you could have said, why isn't this video titled "The Reasons That I'm Holding My Brett"? They don't have a listing yet. I believe that that's a bullish thing. Like, you didn't have to mention Toshi. But the reason that they're mentioning Toshi is because Toshi is what all the real organic clout is, and they need to try to convert Toshi holders over into Brett holders, because if you get the lingering morons from the Toshi community, like anybody who's slow enough to actually make that transition, that's how you can, fill up your bags a little bit more before you dump on them. That's how the game works.
Toshi is sitting at around a $180 million market cap. So despite a Coinbase listing, Toshi is still worth less than Brett. Now, I was a Toshi holder, and I think Toshi's a good coin, but you got to realize that Toshi has...
So he got to say, I was a Toshi holder, and I think Toshi's a good coin, so he doesn't appear like a hater. And that's what's going to convince he was a holder. He's one of us. He's not just some hater from the other community. Like, that's how the thought process is supposed to go after he say that phrase and sentence right there. Like, these manipulators and people who sit here and try to, weasel their way into other people's bags, they're hilarious. They all follow the same script, and it's not even that good, bro. It's not a good script whatsoever, and you really just have to not know what you're doing in order to fall for this stuff. It's crazy.
Already had its catalyst with the Coinbase listing.
It's already had its catalyst. As if, first off, that's the only catalyst for any project, and as if it's guaranteed that these other projects is going to ever get certain catalysts. It's insane. So let me get this straight. I've heard the Brett community say many times that they don't even need a Coinbase listing. So you will believe that they don't have to be good enough to even get a Coinbase listing, yet without it, there's more catalysts that you can still believe in Brett and hold Brett and know that it's going to go far. Yet Toshi is legitimized enough to actually get a Coinbase listing, and it's inferior to Brett. How that work? I'm not understanding how that worked, but this is the type of logic that they don't want people with their own mind and actually capable of thinking. They want to get the morons who's dumb enough to fall for this nonsense, and that's how they're gonna make their money, off people who's foolish.
But Brett still hasn't. Brett will be listed on Coinbase any day now. And when
Brett will be listed any day now. Okay. So great. He thinks Brett is going to be listed any day now. This was made on the 26th. It is still not listed. So he's promising that it's going to be listed any day now. And this video is going to turn out to be a lie, more than likely. I don't know if Brett is going to get listed. I'm not against Brett getting listed, but I just don't think the project is legitimate enough to get listed. Personal opinion, but hey.
When that happens, the price is going to skyrocket to the deca billions. It's that simple. So you need to get Brett right now if you already haven't. This is not financial advice. It just makes sense.
So why would this guy be trying to convert people to start getting Brett right now? They need more people so they can keep slowly dumping. Let's look at the price of Brett. What is actually going on with Brett right now? He made that video on the 1st. And Brett has gone down 7% since he made that video. So where did he make that video at? Oh no, it was the 20-something, wasn't it? When did he make that video? The 26th. So he made that video on the 26th. Right here. He made that video right here. It's gone up a little bit, and now it's starting to dump. So people bought in, and now these guys are slowly selling out. Like, what you got to realize is these guys will post videos like this, get more people to buy in, and they'll secretly be selling the entire time. These type of influencers, what the Brett community does is look at these long wicks selling, bro. Look at this long streak. They'll have their people post videos to shortly pump it for a little bit, and then they'll slowly sell on every pump and keep selling and keep selling. They will milk y'all the entire bull run. And then when what they said was going to happen doesn't happen, it's like some excuses. They're gonna find a way to cook that shit up and make it sound good. Best believe they're gonna find a way to make it sound good. But yeah. Anyway, that being said, I just wanted to make it clear, the schemes and stuff that goes on within the communities. Don't fall for a lot of this stuff that's happening right now. Do not fall for it. You can do better than this. Just educate yourself. Stay smart. Stay sharp. Like, understand that this is part of the game. These people are going to lie to you, try to use you, and get you out of your position because they need you to be there. The people that they convince that it's going up, you go convert your bag, and then they start to slowly sell on you. And they need to keep repeating, rinsing and repeating with new idiots from different projects who's dumb enough to actually go over and fall for this. So yeah, don't be one of these people. Understand that Toshi is still positioned the same place it's been positioned, and truthfully, it's positioned a lot better than it has ever been at this current point in time. So you were willing to buy Brett. You was willing to buy Toshi when it was exploding after the Coinbase listing. You was willing to buy at that point in time. Now it's pulled back with everything else in the market. And this is when and Coinbase is in a better position than ever. It's like it has everything positive going for it, yet people are scared and nervous, so the price is going down, and you're not willing to buy when the price is on sale? This is crazy. It always blows my mind how people are buying when something is damn near at $1 billion market cap, then it goes down and no one's willing to buy no more. Like, people invest backwards. You're supposed to be buying when it goes low and selling when it goes high, not buying when it's high and then selling when it's low. But hey, if you want to keep hustling backwards, that's on you. But I just got to give you some game, give you some insights, and give you some of my thoughts and perspective. This is why I'm a Toshi holder. Ain't going nowhere. I've just been chilling, man. But yeah, that being said, more videos coming soon. Be sure to drop that thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on notifications, and I will catch y'all on the next one. Peace out, fam.